Hello, welcome back to the Football Chat. We are here for Premier League predictions. It's game week 28, just 10 more after this one. I think, I'm right. Wow. Nailed the maths. But yeah, just 10 more after this one. We're very much closing in on the end of the Premier League season. And continuing on a series which has done very well for us on the channel. First up, we'll get straight on into it. Saturday, it's the lunchtime kickoff. It's Leicester City versus Leeds. Clearly, you're not very excited for it as you're already yawning.
No, this is going to be an absolute bore fest. And I think, it's not really I've yawned, but I'm just really tired. But this is what a terrible way to start the game week. Leicester, who on their day are good, on their day are bad, who really knows? And Leeds, who... Yes, they've got a new manager, but they've still got a terrible side at the moment, and their form
Leicester looked good against Burnley.
Yes,
Jamie Vardy seems to be back. Have you got any Leicester or Leeds players in FPL?
Nope.
Well, that's truly shocking because they're like the best players in the game. I also don't have any. What are you going for a score prediction then?
1-0 Leeds.
That's not the way I'm going to go.
I think
I'm going to go 4-0 Leicester.
Christ.
I'm going to go for Jamie Vardy double, Harvey Barnes and James Maddison.
No, I said 1
to bring the 4 goals. Yep, you're sticking with it now.
No.
Who's scoring for Leeds?
I didn't want to say Leeds.
Oh, Jesse Marshall's in charge. No. You never know. New manager bounce.
Okay, no, fine. I'll stick with Leeds.
Who's scoring it? Own goal, possibly?
Gonna be
Rafinha.
Liam Cooper. No, not Liam Cooper.
I was going to say. What, the defender?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a boring game. It's like an 83rd minute corner.
Yeah, I could see it. On to the next game where we're going to watch Aston Villa get battered by Southampton.
No.
Now, what do you think of it? I presume you've got both Villa and Southampton players.
Oh.
FPL only Villa.
Yeah. Villa been a bit of bad form recently, but got a huge result at Brighton, especially Ollie Watkins scoring for the first time in donkey's years. So that was good for him. Villa, having to kickstart, bit more form, get back on a winning streak. Southampton, who have looked very good recently. I mean, they beat Norwich, which isn't hard to do, but
wow, shots fired.
Still play quite well.
Norwich playing better than Villa at the moment.
No.
Villa haven't won in 8 games.
Last game.
Who did they play?
It's literally what I've just been talking about the last 30 seconds.
I blanked out.
They beat Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, as I've already said, I think Villa are going to win this one. I'm going to say 2-1 Villa.
I'm going to go 4-2 Southampton.
Christ.
Armando Broja gets a hat-trick. Stuart Armstrong gets the 4th. And for Villa, consolation goals from Felipe Coutinho and Danny Ings.
Coutinho and Watkins for Villa and Walker Peters for Southampton.
You're playing it very boring and safe today. Disgrace. Up next.
Well, that's just the games that are on, really.
Burnley, struggling at the bottom.
Well,
playing against Chelsea, struggling at the top. Where'd you see this one going? Burnley at home, obviously.
Easily.
Chelsea off the back of a Carabao Cup defeat. We haven't quite seen the Liverpool game. No. The Luton game yet. So
they'll smash Luton in the cup, and because they want to prove now, a point. They'll smash Luton in the cup, and then we'll smash Burnley at the weekend. I'm going to say 4-0 Chelsea.
Oh, I'm gonna go 5-0 Chelsea. I'm gonna go for goals from Havertz again, and a Christian Pulisic hat-trick.
Havertz, Kovacic, Alonso,
bold out there shout, Matteo Kovacic,
Rudiger, and that'll be a Chelsea win.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely take that. Right, we're rattling through these, but the next game on the Saturday, it's Newcastle versus Brighton, a relegation scrap.
These games will make you feel
kind
safe.
of. Brighton, they're very much clear of that, but Newcastle definitely have a lot of work to do to stay up still. I mean, they've done well. They're now above the likes of Everton, Leeds and Brentford, but any slip up they cannot afford because that could drop them back into the drop zone.
I think Newcastle are playing very well at the moment. I think Brighton obviously lost to Villa, who are very much out of form, so embarrassing from their point of view. Brighton,
And they lost 3-0 to Burnley before that.
I'm going to say another 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 Newcastle.
Oh. I'm going to go 0-0.
How boring.
No, I don't think...
Safe one.
I don't think that's boring or safe.
3-0 Newcastle.
I think Brighton are really good at the back. I think Newcastle are less good, but Brighton struggle going forward. I think this game has 0-0 written all over it.
It's going to be St Maximin. Got to think of Newcastle players now. St Maximin, Dan Burn against his old side.
Yeah.
And Joe Linton.
No way.
Yeah.
For just his 4th goal for the club.
Leave him alone, he's a good player. Done right midfield recently.
Next up, we have a massive relegation scrap. Norwich City versus Brentford. This is this is quite a big game. I think Norwich are in more form. Brentford kind of struggling, but
both teams are all over the place at the moment.
I disagree that Norwich are all over the place at all. I think they've had a difficult 3 fixtures. You've got an informed Southampton and then Manchester City and Liverpool. I wouldn't say that's all over the place. They look really good against Liverpool as well.
Yeah, but
very strong first half.
People are in good form. They've lost their last 3.
I think you definitely can.
I don't think you can at all.
I think you can be in good form and still have a very tough fixture list. When you're at the bottom of the league, games against Manchester City and Liverpool aren't ones that you're expected to win. Southampton very much in form. It's going to be difficult to beat them, and that proved so. And Brentford really struggling at the moment, so I'm going to go for a Norwich 3-0 win.
Wow.
Crushing victory for the Canaries. Goals from Sargent, Pookie and Rashica.
I'm going to say 1-0 Norwich. And it's going to be Pookie. Just 30th minute. Scores, bit of a boring game.
Yeah.
Not too much going to happen.
Fair enough. Right, next up. It's Wolves versus Crystal Palace. Now, Wolves come into this. They've had a really, really strong season, and I can't really think who they've played recently. Arsenal. Wolves, I swear they played Arsenal not too long ago.
Lost to Arsenal 2 times in a row.
Yeah, because it was last Thursday that they were 1-0 up and then 1-2-1.
Wolves. What are the other teams? Sorry, I can't see.
Crystal Palace.
Also a bit of an up-down.
Crystal Palace have really struggled this year.
Struggling. Well, no, I think they've all struggled a year.
They started well, but have just slowly declined since then.
They're still playing alright. I'm gonna go 2-2.
I'm gonna go for a 4-0 Wolves win.
I don't think that.
I think Palace defence can be torn apart like that. And I think Bruno Laga's a fantastic coach. Wolves now have Hwang back, who has proven already this season that he has a fantastic eye for goal. I'm going to go for a hat-trick for him and a Raul Jimenez goal to round off the form.
Anything to separate sides, and it will be Jimenez and Dendoncker for Wolves and Gallagher and Olise for Palace.
Fair enough. Right. Now, the next game we actually cannot discuss the score of because we will be doing it live. It's Liverpool versus West Ham, the first of our 2 live shows this weekend, so make sure to be there. But yeah, we'll be bringing Liverpool West Ham live on Saturday evening from about 5 p.m, so make sure to be there for the 5:30 kick-off. Anyway, on to the next game, which we can predict. It's Watford versus Arsenal. Watford very much struggling for form. Yeah, on to Sunday as well. They're not struggling for form. They're down in 19th now. People thought Roy Hodgson was going to steady the ship, but it seems that the choppy waters are too much at the moment. Arsenal in really good form. I think they're likely to take all 3 points here at Vicarage Road. But what are your thoughts?
0-0.
That's a pretty boring.
It's going to be boring.
That's what Watford did against Man United.
Exactly. And that's the thing with me is I don't think Roy Hodgson's done badly. I think he has gone in there to take the ship, but the problem is the teams around them, like Burnley and Newcastle, are winning games. So when they're getting 0-0 draws, it looks bad. But I think they can do exactly what they did against United. They'll shut up shops, just defend for 90 minutes, and take the point. Especially I think the home crowd behind them.
I think if you get 1 past Watford, you get 5. Pretty much. And if you don't, then it's going to be a 0-0. Watford just can't seem to score at the moment. I know they've got some tough fixtures at the Manchester United, Arsenal in good form. I think Arsenal will be able to break Watford down though, and I'm going to go for a 3-0 Arsenal win.
Fair enough.
Goals from Smith Rowe, Martinelli, and Granit Xhaka. Why not? I don't think he's injured, so he'll be there and ready. Right, the next game, again, we cannot predict it. It's the second of our 2 live shows this weekend. The Manchester Derby, live on Sunday from 4 p.m. Make sure to be there for the 4:30 kickoff. It's going to be a really good game. It could have huge title implications, as will Liverpool West Ham. So make sure to tune into both of those streams. And yeah, hope to see you there. Anyway, back to the predicting. Monday, Tottenham versus Everton, the Monday Night Football.
Oh dear.
I don't think we've had a Monday Night Football in the Premier League for a few months. I don't remember one. It must have been a while, but yeah. Tottenham-Everton. Tottenham are in just the most up and down form.
So are Everton though, really.
Yeah, but Tottenham lost 3 games in a row, then beat Man City, then lost to Burnley, then crushed Leeds, and then were knocked out of the FA Cup by Middlesbrough.
But then equally, Everton have been poor, and then they should have got a point against City. Instead, they got an apology. So
Yeah.
I mean, well, that is a joke, but the fact that wasn't 1-1, and
Especially if either of the 2 clubs' seasons are decided by points.
But at least they got their apology, eh? I think Tottenham, being the up and down side they are going to crush Everton.
Oh, how many?
Okay, not crush them actually. They'll beat them 3-0.
That's pretty crushing. I'm going to go for Everton 2-1 away win. I think Super Frank going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Chelsea through and through. You know, Everton wear blue as well, and so that's going to play a factor. I'm going to go for goals from Anthony Gordon. Tottenham will then equalise through Harry Kane, but Everton will get a late winner through Richarlison.
I'm going to say Kane double and Kulusevski for Tottenham to get them a good win, but then they'll probably go lose their next game after that.
Yeah. Well, that's 10 games, but of course this is a double game week for a few sides. Mm-hmm. And playing in the Thursday night action, which was kind of surprising. First up is Southampton versus Newcastle. So Southampton, obviously, earlier in the game week would have played Aston Villa. Newcastle had Brighton, so both very difficult games, I think, for both sides. Difficult-ish. They're both sides that could cause Southampton and Newcastle, respectively, a lot of trouble. Southampton, though, in really good form. Newcastle also in really good form. I think this could be a high-scoring draw, but what are your thoughts?
I am going to say, I think Southampton are just going to edge it, but I think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to say 3-2 Southampton. I think we're going to see an entertaining encounter, which I think Southampton will just edge.
Yeah, I think I'm going to back it.
It's like a Ward-Prowse free kick or something.
I think I'm going to back that as well. I'm going to go 3-1 Southampton.
Fair enough. I'm going to say Breuer, Elianusi, and a Ward-Prowse free kick to win it in like the 87th minute.
And for Newcastle?
Newcastle will be St. Maximan. And I only think of some Newcastle players like Bruno Guimaraes.
Scores his first goal for the club at St Mary's.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Southampton at home. I think, 3-1. Breuer will get a hat-trick. And then Newcastle, I'm going to go Callum Wilson.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hasn't scored in a while. I thought he might be injured. You know what? I'll go Chris Wood. First goal for the club.
Oh yeah.
I think he hasn't scored yet.
I forgot about him.
Go Chris Wood. Right. Up for the Thursday night game. Chris Wood. Header. Lovely. That was weird. I hated that. Next up, it's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Watford. Now, Wolves obviously earlier in the game week had to face off against Crystal Palace, whereas Watford played Arsenal, and obviously Watford would have played more recently than Wolves. Could that place a bit of impact into the game? Obviously Wolves at home as well. Wolves are the better side. Wolves are in the better form. What are you expecting from this
As
fixture?
you said, when you score one against Watford, you usually score 5. I'm going to say 5-0 Wolves.
Ooh. I'm going to go 4 to go back-to-back 4-0 wins for Wolves. More my predictions. I'm going to go Hwang to score again. Dendonka. I'm going to go for a Sar assist as well. Just throwing that out there. Pedence. And trying to think of a midfielder now. Neves.
I'm going to say Matinho, Kilman, Jimenez, Dendonka, and Fabio Silva.
No love for Hwang, man. No love for Hwang. Disgrace. So Fabio Silva, where's that come from?
I don't know.
I swear he hasn't played in.
He sits on the bench, doesn't he?
He's played a bit this season due to injuries to Raul Jimenez.
Okay, now I'm going to swap
Hwang,
Silva out for Hwang.
Okay. The love for Hwang is back.
Yeah.
Final game of the game week, and it is... for the relegation scrap.
Whoa.
Leeds. Well, no, I meant more Leeds than Villa, but you're bringing Villa into the relegation scraps. That seems all you. It's Leeds at home to travelling Aston Villa. Leeds are in terrible form, but Jesse Marsh, his first home game in charge, I think he's going to get Ellen Road rocking.
Do ya?
And I think Villa have been struggling for form away from home. Struggling for form in general, to be honest. I think Steven Gerrard's men could get embarrassed here.
I think Villa are going to leave Ellen Road crying.
Go on.
4-1 Villa.
Ooh. Big, bold prediction. I'm going to go 5-2 Leeds. Bit of a Thursday night mental game. And the Leeds fans all end up taking their shirts off, swinging around, singing marches at the wheel.
Or a Thursday night in March, they're all going to take their shirt off.
Yep, this is Leeds that are all alphas.
Fair enough. I think Dan James will open the scoring for Leeds.
I'm loving the new intro to every goal scorer.
Dan James will open the scoring for Leeds. Then everyone's going to start taking their shirts off, thinking Jesse Marsh is at the wheel. They're going to get Champions League football. And then Jacob Ramsey, Coutinho, Buendia and Luca Digne are going to tear Leeds apart and score 4 goals.
Fair enough. I'm going to go Jack Harrison to score the opener for Leeds. Send the Leeds faithful rocking. Then I think it's going to be a quick-fire hat-trick from Rafinha to take them 4-0 up. You know, Aston Villa fans starting to leave at this point. We're reaching the 60-minute mark. The Leeds fans are going mental. Then we're going to get an Ollie Watkins goal. He's going to be subbed on to try and change the game. Villa fans are going, oh, you know what? You know, something could happen here. Then they get another one through John McGinn, but then a crushing blow as Luke Ayling slaps one in from 50 yards, runs to the home crowd. They're all going mental. They've all took their shirts off. Everything's going mental at Ellen Road. Jesse Marsh is heralded as a hero. He gets a statue outside. Lovely 3 points for Leeds.
I think that's a great place to end it.
Yeah, same.
Don't know what I've just heard.
But yeah, if you enjoy us absolutely waffling, then make sure to tune into the 2 live streams on Saturday and on Sunday. Liverpool versus West Ham at 5 p.m. and City versus Manchester United at 4 p.m. So yeah, 2 huge games this weekend, huge title repercussions to be had. Both of the title protagonists are at home, and the 2 teams fighting for Europe and potentially trying to stop the title protagonists are away. So, a lot at stake. Make sure to be there. If you have enjoyed this Premier League predictions, make sure to leave a like and comment down below your predictions, what you think of our predictions as well, whether you think my mental Leeds 5, Aston Villa 2 prediction is going to come right, and yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, as I said, make sure to tune into the live streams, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See ya.